Bears count among the planet's most powerful creatures, but their strength isn't a one-size-fits-all trait. Some are built for speed, others for crushing power, some for climbing, and still others for sheer survival. Today, we're ranking all 8 living bear species based on their physical strength, taking into account muscle strength, bite force, agility, and straightforward toughness, the kind of strength that's evolved for survival and adaptation. Let's discover which bears come out on top as the strongest, and which one ends up as the weakest of the bunch. Claiming the first spot on our list is the spectacled bear, also known as the Andean bear. It holds the distinction of being the only surviving bear species indigenous to South America, and it's also the sole bear that lives naturally south of the equator. Spectacled bears are comparatively small. Males weigh between 200 and 340 pounds, while females are even lighter. Their diet is roughly 90% plant-based, encompassing fruits, bromeliads, tree bark, and cacti. On rare occasions, they may hunt rodents or birds. Equipped with strong limbs adapted for climbing, these bears spend a large portion of their lives in trees. They even construct nests up there. However, their muscle development is more focused on agility and balance, rather than raw brute force. Temperamentally, they're extremely shy and tend to avoid conflict. When it comes to overall strength, they rank as the least dominant among all bear species. Next on our list is the sun bear, the smallest bear species on Earth, native to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia. Male sun bears usually weigh around 100 to 150 pounds. Though small in size, they possess strong forelimbs and claws, which they use to tear into tree trunks in search of insects and honey. Relative to their body size, their claws are remarkably long, and their tongues can stretch over 8 inches to reach into narrow crevices. For an animal of their stature, their bite force is surprisingly powerful. They're even known to bite through thick wood and hard coconut shells. Additionally, sun bears have highly flexible bodies, enabling them to move swiftly through the treetops. That said, compared to larger bear species, they lack the overall body mass and physical strength needed to move heavy objects or assert dominance over other animals. Coming in 6th place is the sloth bear, a species native to the Indian subcontinent. It has a shaggy coat and typically weighs between 200 and 300 pounds. This bear boasts a highly specialized snout, which it uses to vacuum up ants and termites. While it isn't built for conventional strength-related tasks, its claws are exceptionally strong, adapted specifically to break open rock-hard termite mounds. Additionally, its lips and palate are structured to inhale insects without the need for chewing. What makes sloth bears particularly interesting is their aggressive nature. Despite their insect-based diet, they're known to hold their ground against tigers. In fact, they've caused more human injuries in India than any other wild animal. When it comes to strength, sloth bears' power is concentrated in their digging ability and the force of their front limbs. Not the largest of bears, but far from weak, this is the giant panda, which claims 5th place. Though it's most famous for its gentle demeanor and love of bamboo, the panda hides surprising strength beneath its fluffy exterior. Male giant pandas weigh an average of 250 to 350 pounds, and even as animals that eat over 99% vegetarian diets, they have extraordinarily powerful jaws. These jaws can crush bamboo stalks, a task that requires more than 250 pounds of pressure per square inch. This impressive bite force also makes them dangerous in close-range confrontations. Giant pandas are solitary and territorial creatures. When competing for territory or mates, they fight fiercely. Their thick skulls have also evolved to withstand impacts from bites and strikes. While they rarely use their strength for aggressive purposes, their physical capabilities solidly place them in the middle of our bear strength ranking. Taking the 4th spot is the Asian black bear, which inhabits regions across Eastern Asia. Adult males of this species weigh between 200 and 440 pounds. A skilled climber, the Asian black bear is often spotted nesting or feeding high up in trees. It's also notable for its unpredictable nature and aggressiveness, especially in areas where human encounters are frequent. Its limbs are highly developed, serving it well for both climbing and digging tasks. The Asian black bear uses its strength for multiple purposes, protecting itself, foraging for food, and engaging in fights. While it isn't the largest bear species, the combination of its physical capabilities and aggressive temperament makes it one of the more dangerous bears, particularly in situations where conflict arises. Claiming third place is the American black bear, the most widely distributed bear species across North America. Though it's often seen as less dangerous than grizzly bears, its strength far surpasses what many people assume. Adult male American black bears typically weigh between 250 and 600 pounds, with some exceptional individuals even topping 1,000 pounds. This species is remarkably versatile. It excels at climbing trees, can swim long distances, and can reach speeds of up to 30 miles per hour when running. American black bears leverage their strength for a range of tasks, moving heavy logs, breaking into vehicles or storage containers, and asserting dominance over prime feeding areas. Unlike grizzlies, they rarely initiate attacks unless provoked, but when pushed, their physical strength is more than enough to fend off predators or other threats, solidifying their spot in the top 3. Securing second place is the brown bear, a species of extraordinary power that includes subspecies like the grizzly bear and the Kodiak bear. Among these, Kodiak bears stand as the largest. Adult males can weigh over 1,500 pounds. Brown bears are notable for their impressive muscle mass, particularly concentrated in their shoulders and forearms. Their claws can grow up to 5 inches long, and they're capable of moving massive objects, tearing apart animal carcasses, and overpowering any terrestrial animal within their habitat range. Grizzly bears, a well-known subspecies, tend to be more aggressive, especially when protecting their cubs or defending food sources. Their bite force is strong enough to crush bone, and they have the power to take down large prey such as moose or even young bison. Claiming the top spot as the world's largest and strongest bear is the polar bear. Adult male polar bears weigh an average of 900 to 1,600 pounds, with some exceptional individuals even exceeding 2,000 pounds. Unlike most bear species, polar bears are almost entirely carnivorous. Their primary prey is seals, which they hunt in the harsh Arctic environment. Their physical strength is extraordinary. They must break through thick sea ice to reach seals, drag prey weighing several hundred pounds across ice, and swim in freezing Arctic waters for hours at a time. Their limbs are longer than those of most bears, granting them greater reach and better balance when traversing icy terrain. Polar bears also boast the strongest bite force among all bears, capable of crushing the skulls of seals or reindeer. As solitary, highly focused predators, they rightfully earn the title of the strongest bear species. And that wraps up our ranking of all 8 bear species, from the elusive, tree-dwelling spectacled bear to the massive, powerful polar bear. Each species possesses its own unique type of strength, whether it's for climbing, digging, hunting, or raw brute force. Let me know what you think of the list. Would you change the order? Did a bear surprise you? Drop a comment. And if you enjoyed this kind of in-depth breakdown, consider subscribing.